This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
This is episode 676 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast for August 19th, 2025. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. It is me, Lee. I am your host this week. I am here with Tracy, Chris and Michelle, and we've got lots of Universal stuff to talk about.
We really do.
This is the first news show you and I have done for quite a while.
Yeah.
But before we get started, of course, we will start off like we always do with some Producer Club birthdays. Tracy?
Yes, indeed. Okay, we are going to kick off on August the 20th. It is our very own Brittany Aspel's birthday. Happy birthday, Brittany!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Brittany!
Happy birthday.
And on August the 21st, it's Stuart Brown's birthday. Happy birthday, Stuart!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Stuart!
Happy birthday, Stuart.
And I'm sure we'll have more later.
Not many, actually, but there is a few more later.
Not many late August babies then.
No.
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
I do have. Can I interject real fast? I do have
Absolutely.
to say, Lacey would have had a really good time pronouncing Brittany Asbell's name.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we
Yeah.
supposed to do about this right now?
What?
Lacey, they don't know, do they, obviously?
Hang on a minute.
Wait, we don't know what.
I don't know. I think
What happened now?
So
I guess we need to tell them.
we're going to have to because it's come out. We've kept her at bay for all these years and now she's back. What are we going to do? We're going to have to tell them because we're going to need their help.
Go for it.
Right. Yes.
What?
Lacey would have had an absolute blast with Brittany's name.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to. We're just gonna
What
have
do
to
you mean
broach
would
this.
have?
Chris?
So I don't
What-
really know how to tell you this, guys, but I don't understand how she joined you on that episode.
No. We're
What do you mean? She said you guys sent her.
well.
Just say it.
I need to buy more sage for a start. Yes, she's family, but she's not actually been around for how many decades now?
Decades?
Huh?
Lacey passed away 30 years ago.
What?
30 years ago.
Yeah. And yes, if she's told you that we've seen her recently, yes, we were at her grave tending that, new flowers,
What?
talking to her. Normally, because we were around, we can keep her at bay, but she's very, how do I put it? She has a lot of opinions. She did in life and she still does in death.
I wonder, the episode that Chris wasn't on, we talked about the whole Ouija board thing, didn't we? I can't remember what it was about. I
Oh.
wonder if that's what's kind of...
Are you serious?
Wait.
May have-
You're saying we were talking to a ghost the whole episode? There's no way.
Well, I don't understand
Ghost?
how else...
Ghost poltergeist?
She told us she was like taking care of your house while you guys were gone.
I mean, sure, she's here.
Yes, and she did take care of the house. All the cupboard doors were open, the crockery was all rearranged, things were stacked in the living room. So we knew that she'd been around while we were out enjoying ourselves for our anniversary.
I mean, I
Didn't expect her to have actually joined you guys.
guess it's getting to that time of year.
It is.
That would
What the
explain like
heck?
the cold, frigid breath I had during that episode.
So we were legit talking to a ghost. Like, what
Uh-huh.
was your laptop open when you got home? Like, how did she get on the recording?
As Tracy
Well, she
said,
opens,
she's
she
a
opens cabinets.
poltergeist.
I'm sure she can open a
Well-
laptop.
All I can think is the router was still switched on. We never turned it off.
And I guess I hadn't shut my laptop down.
Maybe not. Because you do have a habit of not fully closing it.
Okay.
I mean, that's a first for us.
Oh, yeah. I kind of like it, though. I'm here for it. Like, I can legit talk to a ghost now?
Uh-huh.
Again, it's
It's
getting
just-
towards spooky season. Maybe
is,
it's
but-
just she's got a bit of energy this
She
year.
hasn't
and,
been this strong for many years.
Well, she did say she was going to get in your suitcase and go to Halloween Horror Nights with you.
Oh,
I did hear that.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, because apparently you never invite her.
well, that's why.
Well, she doesn't have a corporeal body, so it's
Well,
a bit
maybe you
difficult.
pissed her off, and that's why she's stronger.
After all these years, she's like, screw it. I'm going.
Crazy.
Wow.
Anyway, I feel like talking about her is going to give her more energy right now. I
Whoa,
think we
hang
need
on.
to
Yeah.
move on.
Did you not see the lights flicker?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
For worry of conjuring her a little bit more, it's time to head over to Little Things with Mr. Seth Kuberskine.
Hi, everyone. This is Seth Kubersky, co-author of The Unofficial Guides, back with a look at all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort for the middle of August 2025. We're starting off in City Walk, where Big Fire has introduced a new Sunday brunch menu. And the Red Coconut Club is closed for construction of Coven, this year's theme of the Dead Coconut Club, which will be opening up in late August. Sad bit of news for night owls who are hungry at City Walk. Pat O'Brien's and Bob Marley's are no longer serving any food after 10 p.m., leaving Red Oven Pizza about your only bet for late night eats. Okay, let's head on into Universal Studios Florida, where Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit had its last day of operation ever on August 17th. Revenge of the Mummy also had a very brief closure. It opened up again on the 13th of August, a day earlier than planned, and it looks like the only thing they did was move some shelves around in the Sahara Traders exit gift shop. Looks like the Plaza Arcade right next door to there will become this year's Halloween tribute store. So maybe that work was to clear a pathway for guests exiting both that store and the ride. Also in the New York area, right near the Mummy, the landscaping work that had walled off Gramercy Park is all done. No major changes there, just a refresh of the plants. But there have been some changes in the window for Detective Boris Schuster. That's across the street from the block that the Blues Brothers stage is on. And there's a bulletin board that you can spot that has been filled with new Easter eggs related to Halloween Horror Nights. Around the corner in San Francisco, I've been hearing rumors that Richter's has done away with mobile ordering permanently. I personally asked some team members there and was told that they had just refurbished the tables and were waiting for new delivery codes to be applied before they turned mobile order back on. In Universal's app, it still lists Richter's as having mobile order, so we'll have to see if it comes back or not. There is still work going on that bridge crossing over between the London waterfront and the Simpsons. Hopefully they will get that fixed in time for Halloween Horror Nights, because it's an important bypass for the crowds. If you're excited about the new film Bad Guys 2, there's both a photo op set up outside of the Animal Actors stage, as well as a meet and greet with Mr. Wolf inside DreamWorks Land. And between the Animal Actors area and Hollywood, we've got lots of Halloween Horror Nights decorations for the cat lady themed scare zone, including a whole little house and lots of pumpkins. I also heard some testing of some spooky Halloween music during the daytime recently. And we do have confirmation that there will be some major changes to Stay and Scream this year. Rather than being confined to a corral, you'll be able to get a wristband and wander the park starting at 3 p.m., but you'll want to be able to jump in those queues for the haunted houses opening as soon as 4 p.m. All right, as we walk over from the studios to Islands of Adventure, you'll notice lots of construction walls, which have been moving a bit lately, lining the pathways past the Hard Rock Cafe. That is, of course, due to construction on the replacement for Rip Ride Rockit. Once we get into Islands of Adventure, there's been a whole lot of refurbishment on the exit bathrooms and other facades on the left side of Port of Entry's entrance plaza. Didn't notice much new in Marvel Superhero Island, but as we get into Toon Lagoon, Blondie's has been closed for a bit now, with no estimated reopening. Perhaps they'll be reworking the menu in there. Skull Island is also getting a refurbishment from August 20th through September 3rd. And keep your eyes open as you walk through Jurassic Park. You might just spot Dolores, the adorable baby dinosaur featured in the new Jurassic World Rebirth film. Dolores originally made appearances at Universal Studios Hollywood, and it seems they brought her to Orlando as well. Over in the Wizarding World, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey will be getting a much-needed refurbishment from November 10th through the 20th. And in both Jurassic Park and Lost Continent, you will find cool zones, but I'll make another appeal to anyone from Universal who is listening to this. Please make these cool zones slightly more cool. You're lucky to get a fan that is actually working. They desperately need some more mist makers or other things to actively cool folks in these areas. Volcano Bay has also been hitting capacity lately on some hot weekends. It'll hopefully cool off a little in September and October when they are holding Volcano Bay Nights hard ticket events on Friday evenings throughout both months. And finally, if you are heading over to Epic Universe in the next few weeks, be sure to check the park hours calendar before you go. Park hours have been 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., but the closing time will be fluctuating between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. depending on the night over the next few weeks. And speaking of fluctuating times, on the current show schedule, Untrainable Dragon is not starting performances until after noon. Presumably this is to have some more maintenance time to help deal with the technical issues they've had. If you want to see a show in the morning, I recommend catching the first performance of Le Cirque Arcanu, which usually is around 10:45 a.m. All right, that's going to do it for this time. As always, you can find me and my books at theunofficialguides.com, where you can pre-order a copy of the upcoming Unofficial Guide to Universal Orlando 2026. And until next time, I am Seth Kaburski, keeping an eye on all those little things at Universal for you.
Okay, so Big Fire Brunch. Anyone?
Have you talked about... No, because I've just listened to Taste of Universal today. You didn't talk about it, did you? It's expensive from what I can remember.
It is.
But Big Fire's expensive anyway.
Well, I wasn't a big fan of the dinner that I had there.
Mm. Yeah, we weren't too keen on the last one.
Same for us. So we've had kind of not even hit or misses, just a lot of misses lately. So we typically skip it. I'd try the brunch. I'd give it a shot.
There was some really nice looking dishes on the brunch.
I like the idea.
Have you guys talked about it on Taste of Universal, Tracy?
Not yet. I don't think so.
No, I've just listened to the most recent one and you never mentioned it.
No. I think that must be coming up.
I know, so going off onto, Seth talked about the bathrooms and the bridge between Springfield and stuff. I know Gillian messaged me the other day because Bio Reconstruct's been posting a lot of pictures, and she was like, why have they decided to do this right before Halloween Horror Nights? And I saw one yesterday or 2 days ago, and it looks like it's virtually done. So I reckon it'll be back open in time for Horror Nights.
Okay.
They do seem to move pretty quick with stuff like that.
There's no way that they would do a refurb on that bridge and have it down for Horror Nights because it's such a cut through for people.
Yeah, it was a pain when I was there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but
it was definitely a pain.
With it being wood, it's health and safety. It's got to be renewed regularly with that kind of footfall.
Yeah.
It's a slip hazard, and
the issue is it forces you quite a long way around, like right round by Men in Black. And if you're not going that way, especially during, I suppose Horror Nights, you're kind of going around that way most of the time.
There's a couple of houses, there's quite three. Yeah.
I don't know.
What's a big deal is that when the show lets out during Halloween Horror Nights, it's a cluster back there,
really
and that's
is.
where you would have to be redirected, is right into that mess. So
I'm glad it's almost done then.
Dead Coconut Club's looking awesome.
I haven't seen any images yet because I've been so busy.
Literally just the board is all it's been.
I haven't even seen that. I've literally noticed the grindstone at the moment, so I'm missing so much.
So I don't mean looking awesome. I mean looking as in it seems like from what they're talking about, it's going to be another cool one.
Yes.
Chris, have you been talking to our mutual friend about this yet?
Oh, no, I have not.
No, I haven't reached that. We've had a brief conversation online because she was asking.
Honestly, I'm trying not to see a bunch of stuff, but I definitely will have a long conversation with her after I visit it.
Yeah, we're planning on going. So when we arrive in October, we're going out for dinner with Hope and Danny, and I think the talk is if I'm still awake, going and having a drink in there afterwards.
Because that'd be cool.
It's not like he's put his head down on a table and gone to sleep before, is it, Chris?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Vico.
Because on the board it says it's open nightly. Because I know
nightly. Sorry, I heard that as two different words. It's open nightly.
No,
I thought you talked to yourself.
Because when we came over in 20, when did we meet up with you and Jesus Stone Cypher, and we were going to go in there and it was closed.
Andrew.
Was that 2022? And we ended up at Cowfish with him. Was that night? Chris?
Must have been.
I forgot what night it was, but
it was a non-horror night, and it was closed.
Yeah, and it was closed.
Yeah,
it was closed.
It was Yeah,
because
we were
back
like,
then they
it doesn't-
only opened
Yeah.
it during Halloween Horror Nights, which I
Which
always
didn't make
found weird
sense
because
at
as a
all.
Horror Nights person, you're not going into the Dead Coconut Club
No.
beforehand. You're in Horror Nights.
Yeah.
That's very true. And if I didn't have a ticket for Horror Nights, that whatever, and I want to spend Horror Nights time, I would want to do it inside there, wouldn't I?
Yeah, it's weird. But it looks like it's open all the time, unless people have rented it out, which they're going to. I suppose the
Ooh,
big
that'd
thing...
be so awesome.
Yeah. I wonder how much
Wouldn't
that
it?
is.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, the interesting fact,
I can find out.
Rip Ride Rocket's closed. The walls have gone up around the entire thing at this point. I don't know whether you guys saw yesterday, they had like characters out and they were giving out like a last
I
ride
did.
Oh, that was... Yeah.
guitar pick, which was cool. It's funny that they gave it such a grand send-off for a ride that most people have complained about for the last 10 years.
Mhm.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Just you want to commemorate it.
Yeah, I like the fact that they
I
did.
think-
But speaking of which, I've put this in later, but I'm going to give you guys half an hour to get there. So Rip Ride Rocket officially closed on the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Just a friendly bet between the four of us. I don't know what we'll figure out whoever wins what they get from us. We'll all have
Lacy
to buy
for the
them a drink or
weekend.
whatever. No. By the end of the show, I want you all to have come up with a date of when you think Universal will officially announce the replacement for Rip Ride Rocket.
Ooh. Okay. That's a good
I've just-
that's a good challenge.
I have just changed my mind.
That's what I was going to say. Seth never mentioned. Pass holder nights was it this weekend or the weekend before? I think it was last weekend. Anyway,
It was last weekend.
all I have
Last
seen
weekend.
is people complain about it again, as usual. People, all they do
What
is
about?
complain.
Oh my God, the dumbest.
Did you see it, Chris?
I don't know where you saw stuff, but I mean different pages, non-official pass holder pages, and the complaints are just like one dude complained because he had like his wristband on too tight and it hurt his wrist.
I did see that. It did look pretty. I don't know whether you saw. Was it a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did look pretty bad, to be fair.
You know what you do? You ask to loosen it or
Yes.
get a new one,
Yeah.
not keep
Yeah.
it on the whole night and complain
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Go
this
back
the
and
first
ask for a
event
new
you've
one.
ever? By the way, Michelle, it's the typical wristbands that you see at every single event anywhere.
Right,
Music
like
event,
Mickey's Not So Scary and all.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're exactly the
Everywhere.
same. Yeah.
But that was a UUOP Nights problem,
Oh,
not
hang on,
a
hang on,
common sense
hang on.
problem.
I would just like to jump in there. UUOP did not have a
Oh.
UUOP night at
No.
Universal, by the way, just in case anyone's
Did I
just
slip
gone,
our
what the
next
hell?
event? Did I Freudian slip it? Oops. Oops.
UOAP.
Yeah.
UOAP. I mean,
Yeah.
that's stupid. People always have to have something to complain about.
I mean, I get
it
it when
was-
you go and you expect an exclusive event, and because it's an exclusive event, the wait times for stuff are long. I saw some people complaining that wait times for certain things were like super long and stuff, and I think they were expecting it to be quieter but it's like free. Of course, people are going to go.
Yeah.
It's not just that, but like at the same time, things are different now than they were 5, 7, 10 years ago with the parks.
Yeah.
Like to say pass holder exclusive thing, don't expect it to be empty.
No.
There are more
Right.
pass holders going every day, I think, than non-pass holders. The state of Orlando is a completely different, bubble now.
Yeah.
So it's pass holder exclusive. You're gonna go check out some stuff. Like I even saw people complaining about the photo ops that they had. They brought out the Jeep for Jurassic Park. They brought out like all these things inside one of the sound stages.
Some special
and-
characters and stuff.
Yeah, it was cool to see and take pictures. And people were like, "Oh, this is lame." Then don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the wait
Then
You
time.
didn't
leave
pay
the
for this.
ticket for
Don't
somebody
go.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the wait times for them are too long. To put it into perspective, I think it was the first Mickey's Not So Scary this weekend. So we watched Nate paging Mr. Morrow's
Yes.
video, and they've got Mickey and Minnie in their Halloween costumes, and the new Jack Skellington and Sally.
200 minutes.
Oh, it was like 130, I think, at one
Yeah.
point.
I just like to say I would like to
200
do that
minutes.
event.
It was at 200.
I have a picture that somebody posted. 200 minutes opening of the park.
Wow.
Yeah. Because people get in early and start lining up. But you know what? That's a fair event. I complain about that event. That's fair though, because you know
You're
why?
paying for it.
I have to pay like $200 to get
Yeah,
into it.
Exactly, and that's the point I was
But
making.
if it's free,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Did you
just- I'd
see
like to
the?
do that
I
event.
mean, this is kind of related, but not really. The line for the meet and greet for Frank.
In Dark Universe?
No, the pug.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the pug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Men in Black.
It like went all the way back to past Fear Factor. I was gonna say Rush of Fear.
Wow.
Past
Holy
Fear
moly.
Factor. It was super far back. From what I understand, some people were complaining like this is dumb to take a picture with a dog, but
I mean, I get
correct
it.
me if I'm wrong. It wasn't the dog. It was the voice actor of the dog that was
Oh,
there.
Oh.
The dog was
Like-
there too.
The dog was there
Yes.
too with 2 agents, but also the voice actor
oh, I didn't
was
know
there.
that. That's
so
super
that's
cool.
one of the reasons why I like it. And again, you don't have to wait in that line. You know that, right?
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
You
right.
could just
Yeah.
walk right by it.
You could just walk by and snap a quick
Yeah.
selfie with him in the
You
background.
definitely
Yeah,
could. It was
exactly.
not enclosed
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Hang on. But then what would you complain about if you just did that?
But it's
That's very
true.
true.
You just stand far
Right.
enough away, get it over your shoulder, and take a selfie that way. It's the same thing.
I have never done that.
But
Ever.
anyway.
UUOP is brought to you by the Producers Club. Join today and get bonus episodes, chance to be guest host, be part of our awesome Facebook community, and more. Head over to uUOP.supercast.com to subscribe. Shameless plug.
Just to go backwards 1 second, were we saying that the Dead Coconut Club is open the whole time now?
That's what it says on the board. The board is in City Walk announcing the Dead Coconut Club, and it says open nightly.
Okay. Well, I'm looking it up, and on several places it says it's open between 4 p.m. and 1 a.m. on HHN event nights.
Well, the board, I've seen pictures.
We shall see.
I will find who posted pictures of it this weekend. Let me find it. Who do I like enough to mention on the show? Inside Universal. Let's have a look. Because we were talking to Brian at the Epic event, weren't we? So I can talk about them. I don't mind that much.
Opens at 5 p.m. nightly it says nightly during Halloween Horror Nights. So does that mean like
Where are you seeing that written down, or the board itself?
on the board, the big
maybe
purple
I
board
read
that
it
says
wrong.
Coven Dead
Well, the
Coconut
board
Club?
doesn't.
Oh, I guess I read it wrong then.
Okay.
Well, it says nightly during Halloween Horror Nights, opens at 5 p.m.
It doesn't make sense.
So everybody says something different because the article I just read said it's open at 4. So I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense for it not to be open on non-Halloween Horror Nights nights. We've talked about this of Universal missing tricks when it comes to making money, and it's
Yeah.
like just it's
Your Horror
open
Nights
every night
fans.
during holidays, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's open every night during Mardi Gras. I don't understand why they changed that for Horror Nights.
It's infuriating.
Do they think
It's
that Horror
infuriating.
Nights people are only there during Halloween Horror Nights and aren't going to be like people who are going on vacation to Universal for Halloween Horror Nights? People like us are going to go, but you're not, because if Horror Nights is on, I'm going to be in
Yeah.
Horror Nights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I
Yeah,
would rather
on-
go on a night when I don't have to go to Halloween Horror Nights.
On top of that, think about people who have never been to Horror Nights, and they walk inside this bar
Yes.
and they're like, "Oh,
Yep.
this is really cool. There's a full
Right?
event about this. Oh, that's awesome. Let me go."
Yep.
Yeah.
They do seem to still miss things, Universal, and it really annoys me.
They really do. The big glaring things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They miss those.
They've started to nickel dime things that I think they shouldn't, and then they don't monetize the things that they really
That are
should,
easy
that
to
people
do.
want.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
However, I do like the Stay and Scream changes.
Yes.
We're about to record sometime in the next couple of days on Rush of Fear, and we're going to go like into all the details more about that. But
Good.
I
I
love it.
personally like the concept.
Yeah,
So
me
I
too.
said to Tracy prior to this Stay and Scream announcement, I don't know whether I want to bother doing Stay and Scream this year.
Yeah, you
It
had.
just doesn't make sense because I don't see the benefit anymore. And then they announced this, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same concept, like, right? And that was my complaint about the Stay and Scream before, was that they put us in these holding areas, but they're already like lining us up. And we're lined up in the glaring sun, the blazing sun,
Yep.
and or rain. And it just that didn't make any sense to me. But
No.
this, like, fine. It's fine to let us line up, but put us in the actual line
Yeah.
so we can have some fans and possibly indoors, you know?
Exactly.
It just makes much more sense. Because then people
Yep.
can go and still buy food and drink because the whole park's open
Yep.
to you at that point.
whole
Exactly.
park.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing was, I know Seth posted a lot of pictures we have a Google Doc with a Google Photos album with him that he's been posting pictures in for a couple of years now. And the lines to get into Stanscream for New York last year was like right the way down past Minions, all the way down into the entrance to VillainCon. It's like no one needs to be stood out in that in the blazing sun in the middle of September.
No.
So I'm really pleased with that change.
And it's so confusing too, like trying to figure out where the end of those lines are.
Yes.
For the houses, when you're in those Stanscream areas, was impossible. It was just stupid. This is one thing that Mickey's Not So Scary and the Christmas party over down the street, this is how they've done it always. You can get in, except Universal is still monetizing the Scream early ticket. Mm-hmm. At Disney, if you have a Halloween ticket or a Christmas party ticket, you can get in as early as 3 p.m. with that ticket. And they put a wristband on you. And then when it's time for the party to start, everybody who doesn't have a wristband gets kicked out. Mm-hmm. So it just makes
Isn't it similar? I mean, that's similar to that ticket that they sell for people who
that's a Scream early ticket. That's what Michelle said.
Scream early, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Universal is charging you for the Scream early if you don't have daytime admission. But I mean, it makes perfect sense. I love it. I'm excited.
That brings up a conversation. Funnily enough, Chris, you kind of mentioned it about the wristbands, and I know, Tracy, you've kind of voiced your opinion of not liking wristbands.
I don't like anything around my wrists.
I was talking to, shameless plug, our unofficial Universal Great Britain podcast hosts, Guy and Dawn, the other night. Guy brought up a great point that's like, you only need to keep that wristband on until the park opens. So you get in for Stanscream.
Until the party opens,
and then as soon as the actual gates open and the masses come in, you can then take it off.
Well, no, you'll have to keep it on a little bit longer. Yeah. Because you have to make sure they've cleared everybody.
Yeah, because I was going to say, what if you get...
Yeah, but the gates open at 6 o'clock. If they sweep out at Stanscream at 5, if you're in the park at 6 o'clock, then you should be good to go at that point.
Some people are going to manage to squeeze through, I'm sure.
They're not doing a traditional sweep like they did before.
Yeah. But then again, I'm sure as soon as if you produce your ticket, you'll be fine.
But to Lee's point, like the gates are open.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter, right?
No,
like they're not going to look for anything because they assume
so everybody's out.
Here.
Because
I get point, they should be doing sweeps and checking, but that's if you had the people coming in at 6 also with wristbands. If not,
which they won't.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So you've literally got like...
I can't see them putting wristbands on everybody.
The close of the park at 5.
I would want one.
Horror Night starts at 6. That hour window is them sweeping everyone out and getting rid of everyone who hasn't got a wristband. So as soon as those gates open, everyone in the park should be is a Halloween Horror Nights guest at that point. So you shouldn't need to keep that wristband on. And I know it's a big thing now with people with ADHD or whatever it might be. A lot of physical things. And I know you don't like them. So
I can't remember. The last time I wore a watch, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Because very weirdly, if I have something around my wrist, I can't breathe. I have no idea.
Strange. It's quite a common thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I would be quite surprised, honestly, if they don't put wristbands on everybody. And let me tell you why. Because, and you kind of mentioned it before, that yes, I understand that there's that lag, that hour in between where supposedly they're doing sweeps. However, they're not doing the traditional type of sweep. That's the whole point of this. Basically, they're sweeping people just because they're going to be trying to get in lines and to do things, and they're going to be turned away and therefore told to exit. But that doesn't include like people that are maybe in the bathrooms or in shops or sitting down somewhere getting something to eat. Like they're not going to go in and start clearing people like they do in a traditional way. So at least what I know from going to the parties over at Disney, it doesn't matter what time you walk in. They put a wristband on you. Period.
Yeah, but it's different,
isn't
it?
No,
I think
a sweep like that, though, the same way they close the park out.
I don't think they're going to give... So that holding thing at the front of the park at the gate, I don't think they're going to give every one of those guests a wristband. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, I don't think they're going to do that at all. If they were going to do wristbands, they would have announced that a while ago.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way they're going to do that.
Because you think about adding that whole mass of people getting into the park, that front mass... who haven't got Stanscream.
That's how the Disney parties are, though. I mean, they do it over there.
Yeah, but they don't close the park and then reopen it, do they, like they do for Horror Nights? Like, that park will close. Those front gates are closed until Horror Nights opens. They don't do that at Disney. The park's just open.
Yeah. I think there's going to be people getting through. I mean, honestly, because this is the first time they're doing this. So we'll find out. And I know they want their money. And And maybe they make changes mid-season. Maybe they make changes for next season. But there's definitely ways to get around it.
Yeah, for sure.
Stand on top of a toilet, lock the door.
Yeah, but then if
But
the
yeah,
door's
people are
locked, you just
sneaking-
like,
Yeah,
get fucked.
at the Disney parties, if you lose your wristband at midnight and the party goes until 1 a.m. and you don't have your wristband on, you can't get in a ride line.
See, that's,
You have to go get another wristband.
that's Disney for you.
Well, I'd just like to say none of you have helped my anxiety
Well,
over
it's
this, so
kinda-
thanks
I know.
for that.
It will be interesting to see.
It
Anyway,
will.
I don't think they will personally give everyone a
You see,
wristband,
if
but
it-
it'll be interesting
The
to
last
see.
time we... What was the last thing we got a wristband for in...
Disney,
Yeah, it'll have been the Christmas party last year.
the Christmas party. We just got to get you a little drunk first, Tracy, because you were okay when we were at the Christmas party.
Was she drunk?
No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
No, you're talking about the Halloween party and it wasn't drunk.
I've never been to the Halloween party. Don't know what you're talking about. 'Cause
That was
Because
Lacey.
you don't, that's 'cause
Yeah.
you don't remember.
Oh, is that what happened? She got
Yeah,
possessed
possessed.
halfway through.
Lacey possessed her
Yeah,
halfway through.
yeah.
That makes so much sense now. Yeah.
It does. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You Northerners.
And those Southerners. Anyway,
moving swiftly on.
yes. It was Seth's birthday yesterday. I've been told we have to give him a shout out, even though he got one two weeks ago. I think
yeah,
he's
double
in
shout out.
California this
Hell yeah,
weekend.
dude.
Yeah, he's
Seth.
gallivanting.
Happy birthday, Seth.
Seth Kubasky.
Happy birthday, Seth.
Happy birthday, buddy.
And again, for the intro, if no one has any idea what we were talking about, go back and listen to episode 674 for context. And that's the last I'm mentioning that on this show because, we don't need any more of that. Anyway,
Yeah.
we will move on. It is time for a Which Stick Gets Your Lick, and this one has been submitted by Austin.
I've been given the impossible task to keep this family friendly. So why is the segment name so rich with double entendre? We all know what you're trying to say with the segment name that you picked. I'm not even gonna go there, so which stick gets your lick?
Which stick gets your lick? Oh, hell yeah. Lick it, baby.
Hello, UUOP family. This is Austin Gonzalez. I'm here with my lovely girlfriend, Casey, to do a Which Stick Gets Your Lick. A long-time listener, first-time caller, so very excited. And before I get into it, I just want to throw a quick shout-out to your guys' recommendation for Today Cafe. This was our first trip to Universal together. I've only been one other time before, so it's weird to say, but I think I'm a fan of the podcast first and the theme park second.
Yes.
But yes, Today Cafe, you guys were right. It was totally worth it. We really enjoyed it. But anyways, I got the cookies and cream, and I really liked it. I think having listened to the show, knowing that there were some of them that were more almost like milk based or something, and having that in mind that some of them were more ice cream than like frozen lollies or something, like I think that put me in the mindset that like, ooh, like that's actually what I'm craving right now. And so I really liked it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. And then I'm gonna throw it over to Casey. What did you get?
I got the lemon mint popsicle. It's dairy free, which is helpful for me because I am mostly dairy free. And yeah, I loved it. It was cool that it had little actual mint pieces in it. It was very refreshing because this is Florida in April, which isn't the hottest of the hot times, but it was getting there. So I would give it a 5 out of 5 one-eyed minion.
Nice. All right, well, back to you. Bye.
I do find it interesting that they've only been, like Austin's only been to Universal once, and yet he listens to the podcast. I always wonder, like, how
Don't question it.
how
He's quite
I
correct.
love it.
how many people who listen to the show are regular visitors and who have like been once, fell in love with it, and like can't go for financial reasons or whatever it might be, but still like listen to the podcast to keep up on what's going on there for whenever they do get back.
Well, that's how I started. I hadn't been to Universal since, in decades. And then I knew I had a trip coming up, and I found UUOP and started listening to prepare for my trip, and never went back. I became a complete stalker, and here I am.
Oh, I know. I think I've still got your little Chris's butterbeer preference thing from whenever, like, tiny little Chrissa, and now she's like 25.
I
It's
know.
25.
Shut up. She's only 14.
Yeah, I remember
She's in
saying that.
Donated money for her to go to volleyball.
Did you? Yeah, she's in
Yeah.
high school and made varsity volleyball.
It's
She's a good girl.
insane to say that.
I know. Well, we would love to hear you on the podcast. So to be part of this segment, all you have to do is head over to Freeze Ray Pops in Minion Land at Universal Studios, Florida, and sample as many of the popsicles as you can stomach or afford because they are quite pricey.
I don't even know how much they are. How much are they?
$75.
They probably are
They're
at
like,
this point.
they're like $8 a popsicle.
Jesus.
Would you say they're $8 a pop?
Hey!
Sickles.
Once you have sampled them, record yourself rating each one on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being,
Oh, hell no.
and 5 being,
Oh, hell yeah.
and send those recordings to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com.
And for the most authentic review, record your thoughts while you're still in the park.
I wish to go to Liverpool.
Where can our vacation wizards take you? Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
And so going back over, have you guys had the chance to think about your speculation date for the official announcement of the Fast and Furious coaster that's replacing Rip Ride Rockit?
This is just speculation, not actual research, right?
No, I want you just to, when you think they will officially announce that, and I'll put it in alphabetical order there. So, Chris, do you have a date for me?
Let me look at my calendar.
I think it'll be after the holidays. Wait, what month are we in? August? No, maybe not. I'm going to say January 15th.
Okay.
Not my guess.
So I am going to go October 30th this year.
Oh. Also not my guess.
Because I believe that...
I'm going to do October 29th.
Because I think, well, they always do announcements on Thursday. That's my thinking. And I also think that it's towards the end of Horror Nights, so they'll want to just keep some momentum going with, like, we're getting to the end of Horror Nights. Let's announce this next. That's my thinking behind that. Michelle?
Yeah.
I'm going to say... Let me say December 4th.
Okay. Tracy?
I'm also going for Thursday. Nobody has claimed my month. I'm going November, but I'm going the 27th.
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Interesting.
Because I'm pretty sure we've had announcements on Thanksgiving before.
We shall see. I just thought it's a fun little thing for us to do, isn't it?
And I'll be completely wrong.
We've got every month covered: October, November, December, January.
We have.
It's funny, actually. We need to go back through our.
We'll announce it tomorrow.
Probably. It'll be this Thursday, won't it? We need to go back through our Epic Universe predictions. We have not got up to date because most of what we did for that we can go through. So I had it in the show notes a couple of months back.
I
and
don't
something
even remember.
Maybe in a couple of weeks we'll go back through that. Chris, some news that Seth mentioned a little bit. We're going to delve in a little bit deeper for something I don't know whether you guys will go to this year, maybe?
Highly doubt it, but let's talk about it. Universal Orlando Resort have revealed details for the fall edition of Volcano Bay Nights, running Friday nights from September 5th to October 31st. During the exclusive event, guests will enjoy after-dark access to the picturesque water theme park and an array of exciting experiences, including all-new fun with Scooby-Doo and the gang as they confront villains within the lava-lit paradise.
So for all those people that have been talking about wanting... what was the first Scooby-Doo movie about? Was it the like Fantasy Island thing, wasn't it? And everyone's like, just do if we want a land at Universal based on that, this is the closest you're going to get.
Oh, it's pretty cool. Volcano Bay Nights guests will have access to Volcano Bay beginning at 4 p.m. with the exclusive limited capacity event officially taking place from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Throughout the evening, guests will enjoy
a very tight wristband.
Lots of sand. Lower wait times at their favourite attractions, including Tiawa, the Fearless River, where guests take a thrilling whitewater ride along a roaring river of rapids, Nice alliteration. Koakiri Body Plunge, where guests brave a 125-foot drop. Krakatoa Aqua Coaster, the park's marquee attraction that sends guests twisting, turning and plummeting through the volcano. And more.
Gillian Dunn is screaming at her, whatever she listens to this podcast on, going, I went to one of the last ones and I did not get lower wait times on those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live entertainment throughout the park, including a beach bash on Waturi Beach featuring a live DJ, and photo ops with the iconic Mystery Machine and popular characters Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, Velma, Fred, and Daphne, along with some of the villains from the animated series, including Ghost Clown. Complimentary snacks like churro bites with mango or chocolate dipping sauce, and golden pineapple and coconut popcorn. I might need a ticket just for that. Guests can also choose from more than 100 drink choices and enjoy refills throughout the event with Coca-Cola beverages and a Volcano Bay freestyle souvenir cup.
Additional specialty menu items available for purchase at Kahala Reef Restaurant and Social Club. Coca Paroka ice cream Kona and select snack stands. Guests can also purchase delicious Volcano Bay fare from Dancing Dragons Boat Bar, Wakawaiwai Eats, Kunuku Boat Bar, and the Feasting Frog.
I love how Chris is the only one of us that has spent a lot of time at Volcano Bay, and he has no idea what any of these places are pronounced.
Apart from
the bar. He only knows the Dancing Dragons Boat Bar.
Yeah. With the amount that I'm drinking there, I can't even say this sober. How do you think I'm going to say it drunk?
Probably easier knowing you.
The Walker.
He knows where the bar is and the lazy river.
Yep. Sounds like a plan to me.
Yep. Tickets for Volcano Bay Nights are available for purchase for $99 plus tax per person, and that includes standard self-parking and the price of admission. Also, pass holders do receive a 10% discount, and I just may have looked it up to see for myself what the price would be with tax, and it comes out to be $105.44.
Do we think that's a good value for what they're offering?
That's for all ages.
If they actually do manage to do the lower wait times, perhaps.
So to put it into perspective, Tracy, you and I watched Jackie Super Enthused video from the first one they did earlier this year, and it was dead. And then Gillian messaged me because she went to the one after that, and she said it was rammed. She said it was busier than a normal day at Volcano Bay.
But that was also like the beginning of the possibility of this. That was their tester trial version of it, and so maybe a lot of people were going just to see what it was like.
Just as a...
You're going to beat me to it, Chris. Go on.
That same situation just reminds me of something, and we'll see what happens this year.
Yep. Go on.
It's very similar to the premium Scream Night, right? So it's sold out this year. I am so waiting to see what is going to happen. Is it going to remain the same as it was last year? Obviously, it'll be busier, but how busy? And that just kind of reminds me of this, right?
I said ever since last year that it will never be the same as it was last year.
No, I'm still excited to go. I will be reporting on it all night, just like I did last year. So,
I hope it is.
All of our socials.
Especially considering it was $50 more expensive, and then they hiked it up again. So it was like $350 last year. It was $350 last year. Then this year they announced it at $400, and then I think it was like they hiked it up after about 2 or 3 weeks to $415.
It was $450.
$450
was it? I only saw it when they've hiked it.
I did not know they hiked it mid-season.
Yeah,
I think it was $350 last year. It went up to $375 this year, and then recently it went up to $450 and sold out just a few days ago.
So I saw it get hiked up to $415 a month or so ago. So they've done 2 price hikes on it then.
Wow. I did check pass holder price on it, and it was $375 around there.
Yep.
Okay. It will be very interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah, like we get to see what Universal constitutes as limited capacity for a Horror Nights event.
For definite this year, because you are going to see it because it's sold out. There's no speculation about how many people are there. It's sold out. So you will know exactly what they consider sold out at a limited capacity event.
Well, as far as Volcano Bay Nights goes, I'm on the fence right now. Because I will be there when I come in October with my family. And we haven't been to Volcano Bay in a long time. And it would be kind of cool to like just go there on our arrival night because we get there on October 10th, which is a Friday. But at $99 a pop, I don't know. I don't know if what they're offering is worth it.
Yeah, because it's also the hours, right? Wasn't it very short hours too?
You're getting at 4 and it's till 11, was it?
4 to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The party starts at 7, but you can get in at 4 o'clock.
To 11 p.m. And the main reason I would want to go is to be at Volcano Bay at night because I've never gotten to do that. That's the rarity of it, I think. I think it would be really cool to be there at night because like looking at Volcano Bay from the towers at Cabana Bay at nighttime is gorgeous. Like it just beckons you.
Well, we didn't get, obviously when we were at the media event for Epic, we got to go and do the private dinner over there. But it was only like a very small portion of the park open.
Oh,
literally like
two
the
sections?
entrance section where you walk up to Waturi Beach and then a little bit of Waturi Beach, and that was pretty much it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get the whole park because the rides and stuff weren't open, so it was literally just where you walk up through like the main entrance and then up that path, and there's like a seating area to your right, and they had all that set up with food stations. And then as you walk down to Waturi Beach, they had a lot of food stations there, and then they had the beach open with the desserts on there. Literally, that was all we had access to.
And one guy went, he was in the water, wasn't he? Not very far in. He had his tripod in there, and he was moved out. No, we'd already been told we were not allowed in the water.
I mean, it is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Apart from the sand.
So it would be kind of cool to go, especially like riding Krakatoa, the aqua coaster at night. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I think that park just plays very well to being at nighttime. Lights aside, right? Even the flaming torches and all that stuff. I mean, we have a couple like Polynesian tiki style restaurants down here, one of them being the Mai Kai. And like you can walk around the gardens, which is just this open back area. And at nighttime, it's a completely different experience than daytime. So it would be cool just to walk around that park.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So hear me out. I think we should all 4 go to this on October 10th.
Why do you hate me?
Yeah, no.
Is my UUOP nights coming to fruition?
I can categorically say I will not be there.
Definitely not.
I can't. I had a panic attack when I was there.
I'm just not. I don't want. It's bad enough.
You
I certainly don't want people I don't know.
No, but me and Sand, it's really not a good mix.
You can, if Michelle, if you want, that's fine. You and Chris.
Rewind.
Sorry.
Chris and Michelle can have a meetup at Volcano Bay Nights on October 10th. Chris, let's talk.
Yes.
Hi,
Listeners,
how are you?
Stand by.
Just a thought. It's taken me, and I'll tell you what, it's not easy information to find. So Volcano Bay capacity is 13,000. So I wonder what they're going to cap that
seem
at.
Like a lot.
It's a water park. It will have to be less
for the size.
It would,
yeah.
It's a very small footprint.
It is.
And for safety issues, especially like I was actually surprised they're going to open up the Rapid River, the Roaring River, because I don't know. That seems like a place where you would really want the lifeguards to be able to see the people. But
that's true.
I would anticipate the capacity for something like this then would be half of that.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
Which is still a lot of people.
Yeah, it does worry me when Epic's going to open to capacity when there's 50,000 people in that park.
I'm morbidly curious about it.
I'm not. Anyway.
Once they open Wicked, we'll get there.
It's not happening. Tracy, do you want to give us our last 2 Producers Club birthdays?
Okay, we have another 2 birthdays. Are these the last 2?
Yes.
Okay. August the 22nd is Kyle Plunkett's birthday. Happy birthday, Kyle!
Happy birthday, Kyle. I've got your Harry Potter crop top in the post.
Oh, happy birthday, Kyle.
Feliz cumpleaños, buddy.
I haven't, by the way. It's upstairs. I'm not posting it
He's
to you. I'll
wearing
fetch it over in October.
Yeah.
You still have it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. We should sign it.
God.
We should all sign it for him.
That would be funny.
And on August the 29th, it's Gigi Youngblood's birthday. Happy birthday, Gigi!
It's the best name ever. Happy birthday.
It's awesome.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gigi.
Wishing you all fabulous birthdays and lots of cake.
Cake.
I would like some cake. Anyway, before we end the show,
last name.
Before we end the show, I meant to bring this up a few times later because we've only ever mentioned it once, and we I'm not going to call people out, but we've had very few entries right now. Don't
Shame
forget,
on you guys.
You can get your entries in to win some Pumpkin Lord stickers and a Carey Ohio poster to celebrate us having Mark Kleinens on to talk about the book Horrors Untold.
Awesome book.
Oh,
I am still not finished it.
Can I enter to win?
No.
Damn.
Just a different name. Play the game properly.
I mean, to be fair, if Tracy hadn't just said that, you could have done and just put it under Chris's name or something. But it's too late now.
No, it's not.
Oh, Nicole. She's probably already entered. She enters all the things and wins all the things on all of the travel agency stuff.
Did that just happen again?
But it was just because Michelle obviously did really high pitched and her phone's not got the greatest microphone on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not convinced.
Could have sworn I heard a child talking.
Exactly. No, that's what it was.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. Well, you have, Nicole, until the close of day, August 29th, to get your entries in.
Oh, am I going to call it out? Nicole's the only one that's actually entered at this point.
Dang. Okay, I gotta find another guinea pig.
Really solid amount of chances of winning there.
We've had one entry and it was Nicole Singleton. That's it. I'm just going to call everyone out.
Well,
okay.
So far, there's our winner.
Okay. Well, she's going to keep the dang prizes. So I need one of my other agents to apply so that I can't.
I really need to edit all of this out. Chris, go on, hurry up.
It's my part?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Your entry must include your favorite piece of HHN lore or your favorite Horror Nights icon and why.
Send your answers in to podcast@uuopodcast.com and title the email Book Giveaway.
Yes. Good luck, everyone. And if not, Nicole's going to win by default.
And well done, Nicole.
That is going to wrap up this episode of the podcast, and we will do with a Fast and Furious Supercharged joke from Jeff Royds. But before we get to that, don't forget we want you to rate the Freeze Ray Pops and send in your recordings, as well as sending us your How Bad is Fast and Furious Supercharged jokes. You can send all of that to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. But for this week, Jeff says Fast and Furious Supercharged is so bad.
How bad is it?
Fast and Furious Supercharged is so bad, a genie told Chris and Lee that he would grant them the wish of a full head of hair if they rode it for 24 hours straight. They're both still bald. See you next week.
That's the end of another Stella episode of UUOP. Use the Flu Network to give you access to us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. And check out our blog at uuopodcast.com for everything else. Send your owls to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And if you want to join the Producers Club, jump down the warp pipe at uuop.supercast.com. It's alive on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else that podcasts are found. So please subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can. Dragons aren't the only way to get around. Email Michelle at portkeyvacations.com. She can take care of all aspects of your next Universal Orlando vacation. Listen to them, Children of the Night, the children of the UUOP network. Rush of Fear, Halloween Horror Nights podcast, the theme park duo for all your West Coast news and info, the Taste of Universal, Universal Orlando food podcast, and the Portkey Passport, an adult-centric Disney podcast. Make sure to subscribe and come back next week because in the end, it turns out all we needed was a little more of this.